आप सभी का स्वागत है एनालिस्ट आईएएस के यूट्यूब चैनल पे। हमारा आज का टॉपिक डिकोडिफाइड डिस्कशन के लिए है। एक रीसेंट सिंक्रोनाइज सर्वे हुआ है वल्चर्स पर और ये टॉपिक एनवायरमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी से रिलेटेड है, तो ये इसीलिए हम इसको डिस्कस करेंगे। सो वी विल सी व्हाई इन न्यूज इस सर्वे जो हुआ है इसके हाईलाइट्स क्या है, मतलब किस सेंचुरी में ज्यादा वल्चर्स हैं, किस में कम, बिकॉज इसके बेसिस पे प्रीलिम्स में क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं। देन व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ वल्चर्स फॉर आवर इकोसिस्टम। देन वी विल सी सम स्पीशीज जो IUCN की रेड डेटा लिस्ट में होती हैं। देन व्हाट आर द कंजर्वेशनल एफर्ट्स जो हम वल्चर्स के लिए करते हैं। देन व्हाट आर द थ्रेट्स विच दे फेस। आफ्टर दैट, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस एंटायर टॉपिक वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग आवर 2 prelims practice questions. So let's start. Why in news? Recently, 246 vultures were spotted in the first ever synchronized survey conducted along the borders of Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. The estimation was carried out in the Madumalai Tiger Reserve and the surrounding landscape, which included the Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve in Tamil Nadu, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary in Kerala, Bandipur Tiger Reserve and Nagar Tiger Reserve in Karnataka. What are the highlights of the survey? So there were actually, out of this 246, 98 vultures were seen in the Madumalai Tiger Reserve, 73 Bandipur Tiger Reserve में मिले, 52 वायनाड में, 23 नगर होल में और 2 जो थे वो सत्यमंगलम टाइगर रिजर्व में मिले। आप इनका ऑर्डर याद रख सकते हैं। देन जो वल्चर्स मिले उनमें ये कुछ स्पीशीज हैं, जैसे कि ये जो है दिस इज द व्हाइट रम्ड वल्चर, देन दिस इज द लॉन्ग बिल्ड वल्चर, these are the red-headed vultures. Then three Egyptian vultures were spotted. This is Himalayan griffon, and for this Synchronized vulture you can Google it. What is the significance of the vultures? What is the significance? So it is one of the 22 species of large carrion eating birds that live predominantly in the tropics and subtropics regions of the world. They act as an important function as nature's garbage collectors. They are also known as nature's garbage collectors and help to keep the environment clean of waste. Vultures that feed on dead animals assist areas in getting rid of the carcasses that would otherwise provide foul odors and scenery for a much longer period of time, and are thus known as nature's cleanup crew. Vultures also play an important role in the control of the wildlife diseases. They help in disposal of dead bodies in accordance with the Parsi religious practices as well. Because Parsi religious practices में एक वेल के ऊपर इनको लिटाया जाता है ऑर्गन्स डोनेट करने के बाद, देन ऊपर से वल्चर्स जो हैं वो उस कार्केस को ईट कर देते हैं और जो रेस्ट होता है उसको वेल के अंदर डाल दिया जाता है ताकि उसको फिशेस खा सकें। सो पारसी रिलीजियस कल्चर के लिए ये मैटर करता है। नेक्स्ट, vultures are also witnessing a catastrophic decline from the 2000s as these species are being exposed to diclofenac drug. Try to remember the name of this drug, which is mainly used as a painkiller for cattle, and experts believe that increasing wild carcasses availability was one of the major steps needed to help vultures thrive. Here is the IUCN list which contains, so there are oriental white-backed vulture which are critically endangered. Then there is slender-billed vulture, it is also critically endangered. These are it. The Egyptian vulture, it is endangered. And here on you can just see the name Himalayan griffon which was spotted. It is also near threatened. Indian griffon vultures, they are actually of the least concern. So you can pause the video and look closely towards it. Red-headed vultures, you can see they are also critically endangered. Maximum जो vultures मिले थे, they were in the endangered list. What are the conservational efforts which India have? So in 2004, basically, India introduced a motion in the IUCN for vulture conservation, which was accepted in the form of an IUCN resolution. Action Plan for Vulture Conservation, which is APVC in India, 2020-25 is a critical requirement for the country's vulture conservation. Then, to study the causes of deaths of vulture in India, a vulture care center was set up in Pinjore, Haryana in 2001, and later In the 2004, this Vulture Care Center was upgraded to being the first vulture conservation and breeding center in India. Now, then there is Saving Asia's Vultures from Extinction, which is SAVE. SAVE is a coalition of like-minded regional and international organizations formed to oversee, to coordinate conservation, campaigning and fundraising efforts to alleviate the plight of South Asia's vulture. What are the threats which these vultures face? So, threats are loss of their natural habitat due to anthropogenic activities, food dearth and contaminated food due to the drugs diclofenac, electrocution by the power lines. पावर लाइन से रिसेंटली ग्रेट इंडियन बस्टर्ड्स के लिए भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा था कि जो पावर लाइंस उस रीजन में है उनको अंडरग्राउंड कर दिया जाए, बिकॉज उससे थ्रेट इंडियन बस्टर्ड्स को भी था. Now we will discuss our today's prelims practice questions. So first breeding center for vulture in India is in which state? Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Haryana, Karnataka. You can also type the answer in the comment section given below. Now, second question, which of the following reserves hosts maximum number of vultures? We discussed about it. Madumalai, Bandipur, Wayanad, Nagar Tiger Reserve. This was all about today's session. Stay tuned with Analyst IAS for your better preparation. Thank you and have a nice day.